All right, well, thank you for coming back. We are in Hebrews chapter 10. The issue that we're talking about in chapter 10 is the new covenant. In fact, you can see the comparison in chapter 10, beginning in verse 32. It says, remember those early days after you had received the light when you stood your ground in a great contest in the face of suffering. Sometimes you were publicly exposed to insult, persecution, and other times you stood side by side with those who were so treated. You sympathized with those in prison and joyfully accepted the confiscation of your property because you knew that you yourselves had a better and lasting possession. So in Hebrews chapter 10, as we're heading towards chapter 11, which is going to give us a list of people who have lived by faith, a list of people from the Old Testament that have done or accomplished what this author is encouraging these people to do. But they had in the past, at some point, they had believed, they are believers, and they had suffered. They had suffered because of their faith. Now, again, everyone suffers in life. Life is a series of suffering. But these people had additional suffering because of their faith. They had separated from the cosmos and had joined with an eternal view, and they had had additional suffering, including the confiscation of their property. They'd lost possession. They'd lost job opportunities. And they were either in a direct group that had suffered, or they were those who sympathized with those who were suffering. And this had given indication of their faith. They had faith. They continued. And the author now is encouraging them not to give up. The whole book has been about the Old Testament, or the Old Covenant that Moses gave the people. But in that Old Covenant, if it was in the book of Genesis, or if it was in the writings of Moses, if it was the prophets, there is a promise of a new covenant that was coming. A new covenant that would replace this old.